see, where can I put that? Sorry. It's been a long time that I was in live and I didn't come in live. And yeah, today I come, I always come with positivity. I don't want no negative energy. And hello to everyone that watching. And thank you for watching. Continue to support and keep spreading positive energy and happiness number one. So today my topic going to be my life experience of I've learned a lot from life experience or by friends experience or by listening to people's life. I'm very interested learning from people who've been there before me or by what happened to me or what happened to others. I think sometimes we learn so much about or what happened to us, about our past, or about our experiences in life. So I want to talk about narcissist, like dealing with a narcissist parent when you're sharing custody with someone who has um, narcissistic personality disorder. So I know in her now a lot of people they very aware about what is a narcissist. Before, to be honest with you, I didn't even know what is a narcissist. I didn't even know if this thing exists, right? So I think like educating yourself about things that you don't understand, things like that you just see and it's so weird and you get overwhelmed with it. You don't know how to deal with it because you don't have knowledge, you're not educated, and it is normal for everyone to act that way. So the reason why I want to speak about that is because I've been in an abusive relationship. I don't talk. I'm sure I talk about it um, um, before on my YouTube channel, and I didn't speak about it earlier because I wasn't healed yet. When you're not healing and you will not be in a good place to speak about something. You will not see. You will just be upset. You will have anger, and you will be so negative about the situation. And I don't think people who's dealing with an issue. Oui, je suis en ligne. Ça va? People who deal with an issue, they will when you emotionally involved in a situation, I don't think you'll be in the right place to give advice or to give, because you're so emotional, and that was my situation. For people who doesn't know, um, I want to use my story, to be honest with you, to empower other people who've been to the same situation, because a lot of us, when we're dealing with this type of negativity and abusive relationship control, and we just feel so ashamed to talk about it, and especially women, and we feel we weak, we feel like something is wrong with us. That's why we fall on this type of person, or that's the reason why the person abused us. And I want to tell you, merci Jojo. Tu m'as manqué aussi. Et I want to tell you that it doesn't matter what you've been. Je comprends pas l'espagnol. Je pas comprendre espagnol. I don't understand Spanish. I wish. Um, but welcome. Thank you very much for watching. Merci parce que nous tout avons regardé, right? Gracias, amigo. So, qu'est-ce que je voulais dire? I don't want to speak in French because I started in English. And for if you don't understand what I'm saying, Jojo, en fait, j'essaie d'expliquer sur les gens qui ont la personnalité, les gens qui ont les personnalités narcissistiques. Et j'essaie d'expliquer, de partager mon expérience avec une personne qui est toujours dans ma vie, tu vois, et j'essaie d'expliquer un peu. Alors, what I want to say, so I'm just trying to explain to someone who speaks French. I don't know if the person will understand me, what is my topic is about. Let me focus. Yeah, first I want to say that it's not your fault. It's not, this could happen to anyone. I met a lawyer. She been through this situation and it was really bad. So it doesn't matter of your education background, it doesn't matter about your skin color, it doesn't matter about how strong you are, about how much your bank account is not your fault. The person is just who she is, and they have this way of controlling, of abusing others, of they don't feel anything is wrong with them. They think the world is their world, you know. So I want to speak about that because when I have kids with this person, we have two children together, and unfortunately, I still have to deal with that person. So we share custody together, and I wanna share my story and to let people know that, or the people who's dealing with the same situation, how you can handle it. Because to be honest with you, dealing with a narcissist person, it takes time, it takes energy, it takes patience. You have to be very, very strong mentally in order to keep you calm, in order to not turning crazy, in order to, and it's time, because I didn't know how to deal with that person. I almost turned crazy. By the way, feel free to support my hair product, Afro, and also, and I will tell you the story behind my hair product. Um, ok, pas de problème. Et aussi support. Don't forget to support my online store, https sexyconfidenceboutique.com. So it will be a great way you can showing support. So you don't have to just watching the channel, you supporting and sharing it to another person who been to the same situation, because I feel like sharing her stories is very important. Because when I was dealing with that situation, I had to educate myself. I have to watch other some videos on YouTube, people who've been to the same thing, and reading a lot about personality disorder, to trying to understand and going to therapy section. And not everyone can afford that, right? So I'm dealing with this person. We've been dealing with a divorce. Finally, I got divorced like over 2 months ago. We've been dealing with that divorce for 2 years, 3 years. He filed for divorce in 2018, and it's almost like the person filed for divorce just to hurt you, but they don't want a divorce, which I'm grateful I'm no longer in it. He used the children as crazy against me. Like, people who have narcissist disorder, they almost like crazy people. Like, if you're trying to keep up with them, you're gonna turn crazy. You will never understand them, because I feel like it's the type of people, they can't even stand themselves, so they have to go out of their way to bother another person. That's why anytime I met someone that, you have to be very careful. Anytime you meet someone who is very mean for no reason, if I met you and I don't know who you are, or we just have a good vibes, and all of a sudden you turn against me, I be careful with that person. Don't give people attention. Don't give this type of people attention. And in relationship, also in friendship, because a lot of this type of people, they are there for distraction, they are there for hurt, to hurt you. They not there for positive energy. And especially when the person is your loved one or your ex and you sharing custody, you have to protect your mental, you have to protect yourself, you have to protect, because you sharing, you have children to taking care of, right? And you have to be the one to clean the dirtiness, because they're not fit. To be honest with you, I feel like narcissistic people, they're not fit to, they're not supposed to be parent. I don't know if if I said that the exact way. This type of people, they're not healthy around children. They are not healthy. They have, a lot of them has anger issues. They are controlling, they are abusive, and they can hurt even children, even their own children. They can hurt the children, and they're so manipulative. They like, they just, all the negativity about them. So I know a lot of women right now, and men, it's not only men who are narcissistic, there are all female too. A lot of people right now dealing with the same issue as I was dealing with, and they don't know how to deal with it. Some women, to be honest with you, fall in drugs. Some women lose the custody of their children, and that's something we don't speak so much. And in order for you to know what's going on when you're dealing with a narcissist person, you went through the situation. Like, you went to the situation, you can relate. And when you're starting dealing in the court, the drama, now you're going to feel like, oh my God, I want to make a difference. I really want to speak about it. I want to tell the world my story. I want to tell other women they're not the only one. Maybe we can come together, not only women, people, narcissist victim, maybe we need to do something about it. Collective work. So last time, this person, 3 years, could you believe that? So I've been leaving him. We no longer together. We have 50-50, and even he doesn't have the children. The fact that I know he's very busy, and he is very busy, and he's a man, so I will cook for the week for the children. It's not like he gave me money, but I want my kids to eat healthy. I want my kids to have food, and I do that for my children. But it's still a good thing to say, okay, she didn't have to do that, because now it's my time to share with the kids. I am responsible to provide food, to provide whatever needs the kids they need. And guess what? I cook for him all the time, bringing the food, not even say thank you. On top, and this is the type of thing that might be make a normal person upset, but what I want to tell you, you can't be upset over this type of reactions. You have to understand how to deal with narcissist people. You have to understand, because this type of people, they're not normal. And it took me a long time to learn how, and I'm still learning, right? Because we human, when people give you such selfish reaction, or you're gonna react, right? But I understand that this person, they feel entitled of everything. Like, I'm God, you supposed to follow my rules, you have to do what I tell you to do. And so he had the kids for, we supposed to do 50-50. That's when you have the kids for 1 week, I have them for 1 week, right? But the judge didn't put on writing yet, or the mom gonna have the kids for 1 week, and the dad 1 week. So the judge just put 50-50, and we have to go in court. But for a normal person, they would be like, okay, you're gonna get the kids for 1 week, I will get the kids for 1 week. No, he decided he wants to keep the kids for 2 weeks, and it's what he wants. And I used to be super upset of it. Now it doesn't bother me. Last time he kept them for 2 months, right? And so when he kept the kids for 2 months, I said, you know what, I know, since I've been learning about narcissistic people, I'm not gonna give him any reaction, because that's what he's looking for. You have to understand this type of people. It doesn't matter if you upset, they don't care, they like that. It doesn't matter, they just want a reaction from you, that's it. And you don't want to give them that. You don't want to, because save your energy. When your kids are around you, you can just be happy, because they don't get this love with the person that is narcissist. You are the one who has to give, protect them. So I didn't even, I asked him to bring the kids. He didn't bring the kids. And finally, he gave me the kids. And I told him, I said, you know what? Since you kept the kids for 2 months, I'm going to keep them a little bit longer. 2 weeks. Oh, I need the kids. Like, because when the children are with me, I just make them call their dad. I don't talk to him. I just go straight. You have to go. Don't waste your time trying to explain things to narcissist people. Don't go calling them over the phone trying to be fair. You have to understand this type of people. They don't believe in fairness. They don't care. All they care, everything that you're going to say is gonna be no, 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 just to piss you off. They love bad reaction. They just evil spirit. That's how I call them, because I can't believe there's people like that in the world. And this type of energy, you've been through it so much. You've been married to that person or living with them, who you're dealing with. You don't want to, now you're out of it. Praise the Lord. You're no longer in it. Let them go and just breathe. Focus on yourself. Focus to be healing. Focus to be happy. Whatever makes you happy, do it. Eat healthy, dance. I don't know, whatever makes you happy. Just enjoy life. When your kids are around, give them love, because they need it. They've been through a lot. So I said, you had the kids for 2 months. I'm gonna keep them a little bit longer because I just had them. You know what? He's like, oh, my son, he has to go to he has a swimming lesson. I said, okay, when they are with you, you can do the swimming lesson. Now they are with me. Oh, he has his party with his classmate, blah blah blah. So my son heard party. He started, oh, I want to go, mommy. I didn't want my children to be like unhappy. I said, okay, you can go. Believe it or not, while I made him call the daddy to come pick him up, when I come out outside, there was 3 police cars in front of my house. Yeah, 3 police cars in front of my apartment for no reason. And even the police feel like this person is crazy. So this is the reaction they want from you. They like drama. They like this type of people. They are so toxic. And you don't want to be in it. It's not good for your children. And I had a friend from New York. She came for a weekend to stay with me. And she was so surprised. And she's like, Marie, let me go talk to him. I told her, no, please don't. And that's why I want to share my thought about dealing with narcissistic people. Because you cannot take advice from everyone. Not like you don't want to. But people who never deal with that, or who doesn't have, if it's not a professional, who can't relate with you, you can't take advice from them. They will send you straight to the devil. You can't do that, because she doesn't know. She doesn't have any knowledge about what is a narcissist. And she went to speak to him, and he started manipulating her. He's like, oh, I don't want my family to be broken. And he gave his business card to my friend. Can you speak to her? And she came, I need to speak to you. I said, please don't talk about that. Don't. She's like, oh, you don't understand. He still love you. I said, let me tell you something. You don't understand. You're not talking to a normal person like you and I. This is someone who has a personality disorder. I don't know if you know what is a narcissist, and you should do your research first before. She didn't understand. She's like, oh, even though. And I told her, I said, be careful. Because what I did, I cut all people who, I cut his friend, I cut his family off. I don't speak to none of his family, because I don't want him to know what's going on into my life. I don't want him to have no information from me. People who even was friends with him, with him. I don't speak with them because even the people, they will not want to give informations about me. Narcissistic people, they are such, they highly manipulative. They can get information easily from anyone. That's how powerful they are when it comes to manipulate others. And so I deal with him very strictly, with a very very a way that I don't want to allow him to be in my life. Only when we're sharing the kids. How are the kids? I call the kids. I spoke to the I speak to them. That said, I don't need to hear from you. I wish you the best, and I wish you move on with your life. But they will not move on until they find another person to abuse, to control. Because don't forget, they think you were their slave, and once you're no longer there, who are you to just leave me like that, or to, you know? So anyways, he was there telling my friend, oh, he wants to come back, blah blah blah, he doesn't want his family broken. It does not make sense. A man that filed for divorce, who fight in court, who asking for full custody of his children, hiring lawyers, become like a crazy animal in court and fight against me. Now you don't want your family to be broken after 2 years and we already divorced. This doesn't make sense. You know why? Because he's see me, I'm still doing my life. I don't focus on him. I'm becoming way better. My skin look better. My hair grow because I cut my hair very like a man from the abusive relationship. So I look way much healthier than when I was with him. And they don't like that. They want you to feel like, oh, the fact that you left me, look at you now. You can't even eat. You're going to suffer. And I didn't believe him. I will never believe this person. Don't believe a narcissist. So he came pick up the kids on Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. Guess what? Saturday. Yes, Saturday. On Monday, he went to court, filed for full custody. You hear? While we have 50-50, right? And on Saturday, he said he wants to come back with me. He doesn't want his family to be broken. All of a sudden, less than a week, now he wants his children only for himself. He doesn't, this is the type of things they doing. A normal person will be like, oh my God, this is crazy. What's going on? Your brain gonna be up and down. And this is just a little bit of what I deal with. I told you, but there was worse while I was divorcing. When I left him, oh my God, it was like crazy. So he wants to keep the kids. Now he cannot keep the kids. They don't give you full custody like that if you're not a mental, you don't have any issue, and the kids are not in danger with you. There's no way someone can just get full custody from a mother or from a father, even a father. I didn't focus on that. Next thing I know, oh, I'm gonna bring the kids for you on Friday. This is like, who does that? Who does that? You calling police? Came with police, and when I asked the police why they there, because he said he want protection. Protection of what? Take like drama. And before, I used to be so stressed out. Oh, it's not done. So so now I laugh about it, thank God, because before, anyone who knows me, when I was dealing with this divorce, I become like this. I become like so skinny. I look so unhealthy. And even when I was with him, we didn't start the divorce yet. I started losing weight, and it was just so bad. So it's not done. He hired a new lawyer because the lawyer that he has, he didn't want to listen to the lawyer, and he never followed rules, so the lawyer quit. He hired a new lawyer. Now, guess what? He filed for some paperwork on top of what he asked for full custody. The lawyer wasn't the one who filed for that. He went himself to do it because probably the lawyer knows he's not gonna get full custody. And when you know as a lawyer there's things that you can't do and you still go, you do it, the judge, you can get sanction for that. So him, since he's a narcissist, he's God. He think he's the world is his world. Like he's above law. He went to do that by himself, and it's not over. He went to, I don't know, now his lawyer filed for a paperwork. And narcissists, they so bad, they don't even want to pay for child support. They don't want to pay for anything. All they want to do is destroying you. Now he's fighting not to pay for child support. And guess what? This man, he is a doctor. He has 2 clinics, right? And it's funny to see people who are struggling, like who doesn't even have a good career. They're still paying for their children because they know, I brought this kid into the world and I need to support the other parent. That's your right. If I was the one making more money, it's my right to help. But this type of people, they don't have no common sense. And you, they're not fair. And you can tell who is a narcissist or not if you're not living with them. It's by living with them. You might think, oh, this man is so smart. He is educated. He has this. I will never think that. When I live with him, that's when I know, wow, this man is out of control. And I even get people that turn against me because they don't know what I was dealing with. Unfortunately, when you people judge you by your title, especially in America, by your title, by your money, by what you have. A lot of people do that. Not everyone, but majority of Americans, they do that. So the fact that he's like a businessman, he has some money, so people always, oh, she's the one that is crazy, she wanted paper. He goes around to tell people, oh, she wanted her green card, that's why she's married with me. They need to play the victim. They will never say the abuse that they make you go through. They will never say what they make you like suffer. Like a lot of people, I said it again, people who went to narcissist abuse, they either turning very bad, they kill themselves by suicide, falling in drugs, alcohol. Some of them are becoming homeless forever. I saw that, and I'm saying that not because that I see it. I saw this with my eyes. Thousands of women dealing with that, but this a lot of them, they don't have the strength to talk about it, or they become they learn from the situation, they become better and they want to help others, or they learn from the lesson. So that's why I want to share this story and tell other women or men who's dealing with this type of people to be careful. Like if you're sharing custody with this type of people, you have to be very careful. Don't allow them to make you crazy. Don't allow them to make you feel like, oh my God, they will change plan at the last minute. They will do things that they're not supposed to do. But you have to understand, you're not dealing with a normal person. And all you can do when they're doing that, just take a deep breath, pray, do whatever makes you happy, and pray for your children. I don't know, whatever you believe in, do it, because if not, you're gonna turn crazy. So to finish my what he went to do, he went to the court, and his lawyer filed for like over 100 questions. Like the questions are so stupid. Sorry, the question: what do you do for living? What's your name? What is your social security number? What is your job? What is your job address? How much money do you make? Why do you care about my life when I'm no longer with you, right? What is your highest degree? This is like someone who been doing that for like 2 years, kept repeating it. Even my lawyer is tired of them. To understand that, that's why when I was a child, I wanted to be a lawyer. When I moved to America, I said I cannot be a lawyer. I still believe I can do it in a good way to help others, because you understand As long as you have money, there's people out there who will protect a criminal. There's people out there, even they see what the person is doing is wrong, but they will still protect that person because it's money. It's not, or what they're doing is right or wrong. And I saw this too many times in Florida. In New York City is different, but in Florida, there's no support for women, single women who've been in an abusive relationship. I think it's really like the state, they don't have enough help for abusive relationship. They don't have enough thing. It's almost like those women, they were abused and they double abuse. Like in the court, the support, imagine you can't afford a lawyer, you were a single mother, and majority of the time, I mean, you were a housewife. Majority of the time when you've been dealing with this type of men or women, they not only abusing you emotionally, mentally, physically, they also abuse you financially. They find a way for you not to work and control everything, so you don't even have money, you don't have anything, you can't afford a lawyer. And guess what? Now you have to fight in court to get him to pay for your lawyer. Unfortunately, a lot of lawyers are not fair. I want to tell you that. Don't expect a lawyer to do everything for you, because a lot of lawyers in South Florida, I feel like they went to school to learn how to steal. And I'm saying it from deep from my heart. Sometimes you might think this person is fighting for you. They're not fighting for you. They are fighting for what they can get. And if you're dealing with a person like your ex is highly corrupt, you might fall in trouble. You might fall in trouble. A lot of things that you read about the law in America, like lawyer can't do this, lawyer can't do that. Things you cannot really prove, but if you're not stupid, you will understand what happened. And that's the reason I want to share my story, and I want to tell women or men to be careful with this type of people. All you can do is better yourself. When you feel like you're dealing with someone who's not normal, who is an abusive person, who is controlling, who is destroying, like who just want to destroy you, hurt you, you have to leave as soon as possible. And don't do like me, don't protect a criminals. If the person raised their hand on you the first time, you have to call police. Let the police know. If they have to go to jail, they will go. Because as long that you don't tell police anything, you try to protect them, when you are in court, you don't have any police report, you don't have proof, you can tell. I know a girl, she was in an abusive relationship. The man beat her up, like she has blood all over her face, but she was so protective over her abuser. Even she showed pictures, they couldn't do nothing. So to tell you that, don't protect an abuser. An abuser is an abuser. And I don't feel bad for people who deserve to go to jail. If you abuse, that means you don't belong to the community. You're a harm for others. And not like, oh, we have to support our men to protect our men. Is your men protect you? Is your men protect your children? Is your men understand the value of a family, the value of being a dad or being a mom? The value of peace of mind, of respect. When somebody doesn't know that, appreciation, you can't protect them. When you have to protect yourself first. So if somebody cannot protect themselves, your job is not to protect them. And that's one thing that I want to share, because a lot of women stay in an abusive relationship by saying, I'm staying for the children. You know what you're doing? You're teaching your children to accept unfairly, to accept abuse, to accept control, to accept neglect, to accept cheating, to accept manipulative, all these things. That's what you're teaching your children, to be okay when they are in a relationship, whatever, if it's a man or a woman. Just be there. As long as you have children, as long as you are married, you're fine. And that's mean you don't have what they call self-love. That's something that is very important. When you know who you are, you love yourself, this is when you're gonna have the defense of make this is when you're gonna have your defense to say, you know what, this is not for me. It is the time for me to leave. And I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna find a way. You're gonna have the positive energy to pack yourself and leave. And you know you're gonna come back to fight for your children. And a lot of us, we think, oh, I have to protect my kids. Why you can't even protect yourself? When you take the plane, what the flight attendant, they said to protect yourself first. If there is a crash, whatever, you protect yourself first. Unfortunately, as mother, we always think that we are superwoman, and I understand it. I got it. It takes me a long time to understand that, to protect myself first, because this type of people, they understand that women, their children is everything, and that's how they're going to keep you. That's why when they first met you, they they want to marry you right away without even knowing who you are. Boom, boom, they give you babies and they make you believe things you don't, things things you is not like normal, right? So um yeah, I said a lot into this little topic. I wanted to share that because it's almost like I get sick when I saw women who are stuck in abusive relationship. I can understand some of them, they can't do nothing. When you don't have your family around, you don't have friends, you don't have money, and sometimes you don't even have your green card. You feel like you're stuck. But one thing that I want to tell you, before you run over all these things, you have to run over your life, protect your life first. If you have money and you don't have your mind, you can't control that money. If you have your green card and you are broken, you will not be able to keep a job. You will not be able to focus on yourself. Whatever you try to get, if you're not in peace with yourself, you're not happy, someone is trying to hurt you every day or destroy you with the abusive words, you will not be able to focus. And that was my situation with my ex. Even I had so many opportunities and for work, I always had to quit because of him. I couldn't focus. You know, they will blame you for the good quality that you have. If you like to work, they will say you're greedy. If you like to, whatever you like to do, they don't like it. They just want to be in control over you. And this is when you have to realize that this person will never be happy, and I'm not his happiness, and this is not my job to be his source of happiness. I'm not the one that broke him. I cannot fix him. If he's not open to go search for his help, I'm not going to suffer for that. And that's what I did. And sometimes this type of decision, you have to do it yourself and God. Not everyone in your family going to support you. Not everyone going to say, okay, you make the right decision, because we live in a community that people think being married and children, that's the right thing, which is supposed to be. But when you're married, you have kids, and you are in an abusive relationship, this is not right. This is wrong. So when I was leaving my ex, I didn't have friends that really tell me. None of my friends. Not because they didn't want me to be happy, because they feel like I have kids with him, the kids going to suffer. The kids suffer, but they will suffer more, because they will be in a situation when they saw their dad always cursing at their mom, abuse their mom, and they will think like next this is a normal thing. And that's why we call that generation curse. That's why a lot of family, you see children, they're very abusive, and because that's what they used to see. It's a normal thing for them. Your job as a parent is to protect your children, bring the best out of them, not the worst. Like you want to break generation curse. You want to break that, especially in the black community. We have too many of this. We have too many. You know, you can still be you're not married, you're a single woman, but you do your job as a mother. Be lovely, just be loving with your child. Understand your children. Allow them to speak their mind, and explain to them. Don't fake it like, oh, that is good. No, that is not good. I don't say to speak negative about him. Children, they always want both parents to be together. Every time my children, they always ask me, oh, mommy, I want you to go back with daddy. I have to explain to them. I remember when my son was 3, he said, stop, because we always argue, right? I said, do you remember that? I always bring this. I said, you remember? And he remember. I said, you remember one time you said you told mommy and daddy to stop argue? He said, yes. And I said, did you like when mommy and daddy always argue? He said, no. I said, yeah, I love you, so I don't want to show you this negativity because mommy and daddy, they are not good together. When we are together, we always argue, and this is not good to be around you, to be together, because mommy don't want you to see that, So they understand, and believe it or not, children, they are very smart. You don't need to tell them everything. They will see it themselves. They will see it, and that's the best you can do for your children. Protect them. And I wish in her community we could do way much better. And I heard sometimes when we're dealing with this type of situation, some people, they put the wage into the children, like abuse the children. I can't understand that because I cannot relate to it. Because when I'm dealing with this type of situation, actually my kids give me the strength to be more stronger, closer to them, because I know I feel guilty to even bring two human beings into this craziness. So my job is to protect them as strong that I can. And they didn't ask to be there. They are a little innocent. So I will never feel, you should never um, turn against your children because of what you're dealing right now. You should give them a lot of love and be there for them. Allow them to speak. Allow them to express themselves. Let them talk. Build connection with them, because they don't receive that with the other parent. You the only one who can do that, you know. And yeah, I wanted to share that because I think there's power in love, and the reason why there's power in love, there's power in faith, being faithful. The reason why I was able to get healed from this craziness is because I'm a loving person, and the the dad that I had gave me so much love. My mom too. So, and I wasn't raised in a place that I saw both parents curse at each other and abuse each other. For me, it wasn't a normal thing. And once I saw that, I'm like, I'm out. And I have friends that judge me for that. That's the problem. After I realized, once I started learning from the childhood, they were raised in an abusive relationship where the parents is very cultural, like they don't believe in divorce. Even the man is abused. I don't believe in that. You you do things what is right for you, not what is right for mommy, for daddy, for sister, for friends. You are the one dealing with this situation. Nobody else is dealing with it, right? You know what you're going through. That's why you heard a lot of women, a lot of people commit suicide, because they're dealing with so much. And when they call the parents giving them advice, oh, I will pray for you, baby. You know, the brain has a way to absorb negativity. There's a way you will just, this is too much, and you're gonna just be like, you don't want to deal with it anymore. And you don't want to kill yourself for somebody like that. When you kill yourself, you think, oh, I want him to pay. He will not pay. Actually, he will be happy. Yes, he will be happy, because this type of people, they don't care. What you can do is better yourself. Better yourself. Do like me. They have to go to court to find out what is your secret, how she survived. He told me that the time if I left him, I will be in the street. I will blah blah blah. I will lose custody of my children. At this time, I remember Donald Trump was the president. He said, Donald Trump will deport me in my stupid country. All I didn't focus on him. I said, thank you. I was focusing on myself at first. I focus on my healing. I focus on forgiveness. Forgive this person. Understand this person is not like me. Because in order for you to be healed, you have to forgive. Like a lesbian said, forgive so you can grow. You have to forgive yourself and forgive him or forgive her. I was focusing on myself. I was focusing on healing, and I'm still doing it because it's a journey. Dealing with that person, it will always be like that. I have to put in my mind, I'm dealing with someone who's not normal. And if I have to deal with that person for 18 years, I have to be in a great mental, I have to be stable mentally. I have to be strong. I have to be 3 times stronger than him. I have to be more healthy, because I have to take care of myself and also my children. And also dealing with his craziness. I don't have time for that. You have to understand that too. You have to understand that. You have to understand that narcissistic people, they are not normal people. It doesn't matter about the education. And I told you that my ex, he is a very educated person in school, but mentally he's not the person that you will think he is. So don't think narcissistic people is just people you see, oh, they suffering financially. No, it's anyone can be a narcissist person. So that's why you have to be careful, because you don't know who, and they very, when you met them, you cannot tell. They study you, and they make, once they get what they want, that's when you're going to start seeing, wow, this person, it's once I have children, that's when I started to see his personality, like, ooh, because I have her, and that's the reason you have to be careful. Now, he never thought that I would leave him. Said, she lives here, she doesn't have no family. How do you get over your narcissist? That's it. Did I see I didn't see all the message. Well, Norman, you know what, you have to be you have to try, if I may ask you, how long you've been in that relationship, like how long you've been separate, because you have to allow yourself to be healed. You have to cry. I'm a strong person. I don't like to show my weakness, but you have, I don't see what you write. Okay, 3 months is very early. You have to be patient. Like I said, it's been 3 years. 3 years from now, oh my God, I was a mess. I was a mess. I had to turn off my social media, Facebook, YouTube. I was focused on healing because I cut all my hair. I was so skinny. I looked like a sick and dead person, right? And I went to my own house. I'm going to tell you a little bit of this story, how I get healed. Why you want her to come back? You don't want her to come back. Be happy she left. If you're dealing with a narcissist, it's normal now you're trying to feel like she has to come back, but she doesn't need to come back. She might come back, but what? To be honest with you, you can't keep doing this. You cannot keep, and I can relate to that because that's what they do. My ex, I left because I can't. I'm somebody who is very positive. I cannot deal with negative energy, and my ex, he is super negative. So like it never been real to answer to your question because narcissists they don't love. I'm gonna give you a website you can go to educate yourself. It's a great way to learn about narcissists. It's Cora. Let me get. So there's people professional. They are doctors. They are people like me who've been narcissist abused. There's also narcissist people who's looking for help and they know they're narcissists because they lose their loved one and their family, and finally they understand, and everybody. Yeah, majority abusers are narcissists, but not all of them. Some abuser, they've been abused by their parents. They become very abusive. But majority of abuser, if you see somebody did something wrong to you, they never acknowledge it. They try to blame you, what they call gaslighting, and instead of saying I'm sorry, and they never get enough. They very negative. They cursing at you and asking you, yeah. So, unfortunately, yeah, they are to me narcissists. For me, they are sick-minded people because the way they can hurt another human being and not feeling bad about it. My ex hurt me so much. It's been 2 years. The man never say, Marie, I apologize. And you know what? Before I used to feel bad. Oh my God, I can't believe. I'm gonna tell you, he destroyed my shirt. One day I was clean up. I don't like to talk about that, but I'm not ashamed. I feel strong and powerful. Now I'm no longer in it to leave it. He destroyed he tear off my shirt. And they just, it's okay, it's okay, thank you. He tear off my shirt like, oh, why you, I was cleaning, I was cleaning and I have 2 children, so why you wearing this shirt? I felt hurt, I felt abused, I felt, once this starting, when they feel you a strong person, they cannot really abuse you, they're gonna start putting you down, they're gonna start control you, they're gonna start doing things. This is when the abuse starting, and this is when you're gonna be like sick, you're not gonna understand, and from there I know something went wrong. I know something went wrong. So what is bombing fake? So that was when I have to leave, but I'm going to tell you that, Norman, in order for you to be strong, you have to allow yourself to be healed. Oh yeah, bombing. You mean love bombing? I forgot the proper term. When it's, yeah, they make you feel so in love, and you think. I was living in New York. I just moved to the United States when I met him, and this man, he will come to visit me in Manhattan and stay in the best hotel, make me travel all the time in Florida, and you think he wanted to be he want to introduce me right away to his family. His family live in Delaware and I live in New York, and he lives in Florida. He flew all there, introduced me. You thought I thought oh, this man is very family oriented. He wanted something serious. And when we moved together, he was like, we cannot live without getting married. In my culture is very important. They make you believe things everyone, a normal person, will want. And it's a mental it's a personality disorder, and narcissists they don't get healed, unfortunately. So that's why I didn't go back to him. When I started get educate myself, YouTube really helped me a lot. I'm someone who loves reading article. If I saw something that is not right, I will do my research about it. I love educating myself about things that I know it's not normal. So once I started and I bought a book about this abusive relationship, this is when I realized, wow, I have to leave this man. This man is not. This is when I started learning about narcissistic people. So you have to educate yourself so you will not fall in the same situation, because you can check on Quora. It's Quora. So again, can I type it? Quora. So this is like a website that any topic you want to know, you can ask question. There are narcissists. The most important thing that I like about it is narcissistic people who are honest with themselves. So they know they messed up. They will say but they looking for help. They trying, but it, they will have somebody, I don't know if it's a psychopath or psychiatric, I forgot the name, the right term for the doctor who's taking care of narcissistic people, so who will guide them how to be, because they just, oh, I don't know how to explain it. Narcissists, sorry, it's sad, and I wish nobody date or even touch them. Once you see them, you run away. And no man to tell you, I want to tell you that you have to leave that person alone, because if you don't, you will always be abused and there's no change. It's sad that I said that, but it is the truth. Like my ex, I had to be honest to myself. It was hurtful, but I had to be honest to myself to say, you know what? I made a mistake to choose this person. I didn't know who he is. I didn't have no knowledge about personality disorder. I got involved very quick with someone who has this kind of personality disorder, and children are involved, unfortunately. But I have to protect myself, because in 2015, he did the same thing. He became controlling, abusive. I walked away. I went to my aunt's house in New York. I bought a ticket to go with my son. My son was very little. He kept the baby. He didn't allow me. But I understand that he's using my son to not letting me go. I didn't allow him to. I still left. While I was at the airport, he filed for divorce right away. While I was at the airport, he already hired a lawyer. A trauma bond is when you're very connected with that person. You know, I'm sure you're dealing with a trauma bond right now. I don't miss him. I'm sure he does, because last time he came telling my friend he wants to fix, he wants to get help, he wants his family back, he doesn't want he doesn't want his family. I understand, and my friend couldn't understand it because she doesn't have no knowledge about narcissistic abuse. But I will not go back. I am where I want to be, and that's why I said you cannot keep doing that. You're gonna be damaged. You're gonna be messed up. You're going to be messed up. You're going to be messed up, because this type of people, this type of people, they're not regular people like you and I, who can feel when we do something wrong and we know it's not right, and we go to apologize to the other person. They don't care. They don't have feelings. They're not normal people like you and I. And that's why I'm talking about it, because what I've been through, it was horrible. And I remember when I was in my aunt's house, I never sleep at night because I was crying all night. I was crying. I was crying. I was crying. That was my healing season. I'm glad you're listening to Norman. I'm glad somebody, she probably will never, and if she apologized to you, it's just because she wants something. When narcissists come back to you, they have a plan. You know, it's not like they feel bad for what happened. They just have a plan. And the fact that if they no longer with you, like my ex, they very angry people. They don't forgive. They just want to destroy you. They very destructive people. And yeah, they stalk her too. Yes. I told you that my ex went to the court to ask for my address, my social security number, where I work, and he filed this paper. Um, my telephone, like, what is your address? How much money did you make? What is your name? Like, stupid question, you know? Somebody who's not been living with for 3 years. So they will, because I don't really pay attention to him. I understand what is a narcissist and how to deal with a narcissist. I've been educating myself on Koa. I watched a lot of YouTube videos. I went to therapy. I saw more than 4 therapists, and I am very aware how to deal with a narcissist person. So I kept him away. I'm very straightforward with him. How I call the kids, I spoke to them. He doesn't answer, great. I don't care. I will pray for my children when they're with me. I give them all the love that I need. Yeah, it is normal. You can't sleep anymore because it's a tough moment for you right now. It is normal that you're dealing with that. I couldn't sleep at night. All night I would just cry, and nobody knows what I was dealing with. My aunt didn't know. My aunt knows what I was dealing with, but she didn't know I don't sleep at night. So what I used to do, I'm a very spiritual person. I used to listen to a lot of gospel music, or listen to motivational speeches. This really helped me. I discovered motivational speeches while I was dealing with that. So, and listen to people how they get healed. So the fact that I was listening to this positive, yeah, it is a normal thing. This positive messages, I will I will just cry. I will have tears. I allow me to just cry. I allow me to, and as you can see, I don't used to speak that much. I become a talker because I was closed in a house. I didn't have friend. My friend was in New York or in France, so I didn't have nobody to talk. I opened myself to speak. I opened myself to be vulnerable, because that's how you can heal. No, I'm not Portuguese. I am Haitian originally. I'm Haitian, but my accent is weird because I grew up in France. That's probably why you can't tell. But yeah, I'm from Haiti. So, so I allow myself to get healed. I allow myself to be vulnerable. I spoke about everything. I call my friends. I told my friends what I've been dealing with, things that I kept private. I didn't care. I spoke about it. I allow myself to just let it out. And when I used to look at her pictures, I used to cry. Oh, you're from Congo. My ex is from Nigeria originally. He from Nigeria. And so you speak French. I went to school with a lot of Congolese people. There are a lot of African in Paris. But no, man, I wish you the best. Take care of your mental. Take care of yourself first. You cannot protect that person. And I didn't understand that. I have friends who was telling me, Marie, what he's doing to you is wrong. I didn't see it because narcissists, they are the opposite of empath. right? And guess what? I discovered my personality while going on therapy. I discovered that I'm an empath and I have to learn how to set boundaries. If not, people will take advantage of me. Because empath people, they have a good heart. They always want to help. They think they God. We think we can help everyone. And people just take too much from us, and one day we just left with nothing. And so I didn't even know this term. I didn't know this type of name, and this situation allowed me to know who I am, like my personality, to know um how I can protect myself. So you have to protect yourself. You have to well, I asked what was the cause of NPD to a therapist. She said apparently some of the time it can be different type of reason. Some of the kids, they didn't get love when they were children. They didn't have enough attention from their parents, or they've been raised with abuse. Some of them, they got whatever they want. They always need, like, whatever they need, their parents give it to them so easily, so they become just spoiled children, and they believe like they can get anything they want. So it depends. And she said sometimes it's genetic. Till now, I don't think they know. To be honest with you, I don't think all of them were abused. I don't think so. But I think, to be honest, you need to get some professional help. And even if you can't afford the professional help, um, there's a lot of videos, articles, and internet out there. With internet, you can educate yourself. That's the way. When they said knowledge is power, is really power. Because if I didn't know what my ex was doing to me was wrong, I would still be in this bad relationship. And I don't know. If you take her back, why do you want to take her back? If you know she's a narcissist, why do you, only if you can deal with that forever. But let me tell you something. In 2015, I went back to my ex. I didn't understand the narcissist thing. I didn't have no clue what is narcissist. And I'm like, I forgive you, we're gonna start. He canceled the divorce. I thought, okay, his family was living with us, and I thought it was the family pressure. We just got married and have children. And he become worse, like really worse. And he play game. So I wanted to focus on my education. He paid my school. I started school. When he saw me started finish my class fast, he make sure that I got pregnant. For a second baby. Once I have a second baby, he become worse. It's like, I got you, I had the plan for you. Now you have two babies, you're gonna be stuck, you're not going nowhere. He become 3 times or 20 times the person that I couldn't deal with. That's why I'm like, done. So and this is when I started to educate myself about it. I said, this is not normal. It's not a normal thing for someone to keep acting that way. So you have to protect yourself, educate yourself, get knowledge. That's the only thing that I can say. Invite you. I don't know how to invite you. Tell me how to invite you. And I mean, to the talk show, right? Tell me how, because to be honest with you, let's see. I don't see where to. I'm using I just use this phone, to be honest. I buy this phone today. I don't even know how to use it. I don't see if you can help me find a way I can invite you, I would like to, but I just don't see it. Okay, just tell me you can tell me how to do that, because I don't really come I don't really it's my first live on a phone. Usually I use my computer, but my computer, it's like the color is never look okay. It's always bad. So I feel like on a phone it's way much better. Let's see. Yeah, so yeah, it's it's really hard. I wish you the best, to be honest with you. I wish the first thing that you can do, please, it's educate yourself about narcissist disorder. Once you understand, you're gonna accept it. You're gonna accept the truth. Now I can feel what you're telling me. You don't accept it, because I was the same way. I was like, oh, I wish you're gonna, even I left him, and I wish you're gonna come in New York to apologize, to do this. I'm so glad he didn't do that. Oh my God, thank God. I wish blah blah blah. You're just dreaming. Like, it's normal. You've been with that person, you love them, and it is a normal thing. But you have to understand, you either stay with that person and never happy, and probably you will not survive. I don't say you. So forgive her and move on. That's what you can do. You have to allow yourself. I know in her culture, as black community, we always think men should not feel weak, but men are human beings too. So allow yourself to be vulnerable. If you have some friends that you trust, talk to them. If you can afford therapy section, go to therapy section. Go to Quora, the website that I told you, Quora. It will help you. You will understand what's going on. All these questions that you have, you can get them answered by a professional, by people who is also a narcissist. They will tell you the truth, what they did wrong, and how they hurt their own self. They can't change. And this is when you understand that it's dealing with this type of people is very, very hard. And everyone who deal with narcissist people, they were manipulated. I was manipulated. I was manipulated, and it was super hard for me to move on, to say, you know what, I forgive that person. And I was hurt, because this is someone that I love, that I started a family. I thought, okay, we can have a beautiful family together. Marriage is not a perfect thing, but not to this level, like somebody's putting your life into danger. Yeah, I do have Instagram, but my Instagram, I don't really talk about that. I just dance on it. But I don't really spoke about that. But today, I don't know what happened. You can leave your email or leave your Instagram, and I will go ahead follow you. So um I don't know today what happened to me a month ago. Like, he filed for paper in court, and yesterday I was cleaning, and my lawyer texted me. My lawyer assistant contact me, said, oh, Marie, we need you to fill the paperwork, blah blah blah. And I just get so upset. Not at my lawyer, but I get upset for even interfere with a crazy person like this, right? So I went to print out to fill up the paperwork. It's just crazy. All the question is, what is your social security number? What is your full name? What is your address? How much money do you make? You know, it's like, this is someone who knows how to stress you out. And this time I was cleaning, I was cooking, it was my day off. I planned my day. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and a crazy person come out of nowhere, just stop my life. And I said, you know what, Marie, you have to remember, you're dealing with a narcissistic person. You're out of it now. You are way much better. Just take a deep breath, just do it, and one day it's gonna be done. And I hope you don't have children with her, and don't try to have kids with her. Don't try to get married. Get healed. Stay away from her. You probably has the what they call a trauma bond for real, and you just feel like you're so crazy into that person. It's just they manipulated what they make you believe that they are. You just think, oh, this person is so good, this person is so perfect, like, oh, I can believe it. Then you just so into them, you cannot forget what you've been through, like the good thing, you know. Because it's narcissistic people, they have a way to make you feel excited when you just started. That's all these things. So you have to know that all this gonna pass, but it takes time. It takes me 2 years to feel that way, and nobody really knows what I've been dealing with, because people just see me started changing, losing weight, look like a skeleton. But nobody really, that's why I don't speak that to everyone, because even people who are, yeah, you can understand because you've been through it. And that's why therapist told you, don't speak about narcissistic issue with someone who never been through it or who's not a professional, because they're gonna take you crazy. Yep, it's horrible. You just have to pray. I pray, I cry, I pray, I cry, I pray, I cry, I pray, I cried. And what he did, and narcissists, they are so evil, even their own children, they will abuse their own children, you know. So it doesn't matter. They just evil spirit people. They I'm gonna tell you something. My ex is I told you he's a doctor, right? And this is when I started seeing something were wrong. You know, sometimes you might be blinding, but staying with someone enough, you're going to see, this is not normal. And me, I cannot see negativity. I cannot see people who has dark spirit. It's like a big turn off to me. He has a guy, he's his patient, but they will have a very close relationship. This guy is a Jamaican guy. This guy used to come to her house, fixing the tub. He put camera into her house. Like, we're very close to him. He wasn't just his patient. I know him. He's like talking to him, helping him around the house. He was his patient. So one day, this guy, you know, I don't know if you know the United States, they have some neighborhood really bad, like there's shooting really bad. Somebody shoot the guy, like he was living in a really bad neighborhood. Someone just go shoot him very early in the morning, blood, and people were just there filming, and they call the ambulance. The ambulance take times, and the guy passed away. My ex has the video. Somebody you thought he knows, it was first his patient, somebody who works in his house, he has a very close relationship with. You know what my ex did? He kept sending me the video. I couldn't watch this video. It was so bloody, it was so hurtful. I had a headache. I said, please, and he knows me, he knows how I cannot deal with those type of thing. I don't know why he did that. He sent it to me. And the whole entire day, my day was like just messed up. I couldn't eat. I was like very emotional because I know the guy. I couldn't believe it. And he's like telling me the whole entire story. Oh, he has a wife who's pregnant. He has 7 children, blah, blah. It was like the way he was speaking about it, he was like so, he was enjoying the situation. And I'm like, why you kept talking about that? I can't believe this person is, you know, that person. And I was just shocked because the guy, I saw him less than a week, right? And I said, please don't talk about that anymore. My ex, one day, we went to pick up the children. I forgot where we came from. He started showing me the video again. And I got so upset. We're supposed to go order some food. I just snapped. I said, I told you. And I said, I can't believe you just enjoy watching a video where is it so bloody, somebody dying, someone you know. He's smiling, he's laughing like nothing happened. He kept doing it, he kept doing it. And this is when I started questioning. I said, you know what? I don't think you're a normal person. I said, this person, you know that person. And you know he died, he left children behind. His wife is pregnant. And you're just enjoying looking at this blood. And just enjoy this video. And it just, you know what? Dark spirit. This is the type of people who can cause, you can kill others. This is the type of people who can create crimes and they don't have no problem. So that's why I don't feel bad for narcissistic people. I keep them away from me. Yeah, that it is so sick. And when I was divorcing him, I've learned my daughter has a seizure. I left the baby with him. The baby never had seizure. The baby starting having seizure, right? And the baby was giving blood into her nose. And he refused to put health insurance on the child. I have to take him to court. So when I finally get therapy, the kid said he was hitting the baby in the head. He never want me to take the baby to the doctor. He tried to fight. So he knows that the doctor going to find out that the baby was probably shaking or something. So even that, my story, and that's why I'm speaking right now, because I don't have no shame to speak, and I feel so strong and proud to fight for my children, because my daughter could be dead right now. To tell you, this is his first children, his first kids. This man doesn't have no other kids. His blood. To tell you that a man who is a doctor, who owns 2 clinics, he refused to put health insurance on his child while the child have seizure, and he knows what is seizure while the child was giving blood. So one day I went to pick up my daughter to the to her school, and they have what they call flying monkey. I'm sure you know this term. People that working with them, they manipulate these people, and they make everyone against you. I go pick up my kids. The director of the school doesn't want me to pick up my kid, and police officer tell me, oh, I cannot come there. There's a lot of unfairly when you're dealing with a narcissist. You don't know who they are, especially when they have money. They will manipulate the system. And guess what? He didn't. And that's why I'm telling you, don't have children. Don't bring children in this type of situation, because you can turn crazy. I saw women turning crazy. They fall apart. They lost custody of their children because they cannot deal with it. They fall in drugs. I saw that all the time. So you don't want to be in that situation. You have to be strong to protect yourself. Thank God she's no longer there. Protect yourself. Because what I've been through, to be honest with you, I never want that to happen to nobody. No one. And this is someone who's walking around as a doctor and taking care of patients. People who believe, oh, he's a normal person, but this person is sick. And this is the reason why in her community we have so many issues, we have so many crimes, because people, they don't check themselves. They lying to others by calling themselves, by faking it. It's not like narcissists, they know they have issue, but they don't want to take care of it. And so I went there to pick up my child. You know what he did? I went to pick up the medicine from the daycare. He didn't allow me to pick up the medicine. And the fact that I pick up the child, it was already late. The baby has a seizure. He didn't even care. He didn't care. He's hiding the medicine from me. Now, I put I put insurance in health insurance into my child. I bought the medicine. He saw like I don't need him. I don't need his help. He wants to know what I do for living. And I just got a letter from the health insurance. They said that somebody delayed actually my both children file into the computer, and they're trying to find out who, and they can't find it. They said they're gonna try to do some investigation. And I mean, I don't know if it's only my children or the whole entire children who've been to the, so to tell you, when you're dealing with this type of people, you have to be careful. What I've been through is almost like in a movie. In a movie, you might think, oh, this is the kids. You can trust narcissists with children. You cannot trust them with nothing, because they have dark spirit. They're not normal people. They will abuse even a baby. That's why you have to protect yourself. You have to protect yourself. Yeah, I told you everything. I could keep to tell my story. To be honest with you, I could keep saying things, tell you. My story is just a long story, because I've been with that person for 5 years, and we have 2 kids, and he had the power because he has money, and I was a stay-at-home mom. So he think he has the power. He has the power for a little bit after I said, get out in my face. So the power is in your brain. The power is in your mind. If people trying to control you, don't allow people to control you. You have to go out there, focus on yourself, make you strong first. One second. So my Instagram is, let me go to, because I don't know the name by heart. So my Instagram is Afrogoat1. Afro, it's like AFROGROWTH and number 1. So AFROGROTH number 1. So all this, if I could save everyone who's dealing with a narcissist person, because I know what it is. Oh, I don't even see. I don't see where to type. Let's see. He does not give me the option to type. Why can't I type? I cannot type it. I don't know. It's super weird. It is super weird. So yeah, why can't I type it? That's, my phone is almost dead too. I have to put it in charge. Yeah, so I had to say all these things, and I'm gonna say more, because I want people to be aware about what they're going to deal with forever if they have to share custody with a narcissistic person. And unfortunately, the country that I live in, the United States, people judge you by what you have. And I want people to understand that anyone can be a narcissist. Don't think because this person is this, is that, and he's different. He's not um you know what, I really don't know how to type it. What is moderator? So yeah, oh wow, Salmi, I apologize for that. You said your girlfriend, you guys are still together? Get strong and protect yourself. It's crazy to see so many people who are dealing with the same situation again and again. And you know, I'm so scared to date. When you said in the background, wow, you talking? Are you talking when you're speaking to her? Or? Wow, I was talking to Norman. He was explaining a little bit of his experience too. They always they always do that, and I don't know why we go to dealing with this type of people. I wish I knew way much better. That's why we have to share our stories. That's why we have to um let the world aware about that. I feel like narcissistic people, they should date only between them. Oh wow. But why did you stay? How long have you been together, if I may ask? You can't, I understand you love her, but this is not the right love for you. 8 months. So don't let it becoming years, because it's gonna be super hard for you to leave. Anyone who leave a narcissist, I applaud them and said, God bless you. You have to be very strong to leave a narcissist because they're such manipulative. So if you truly know she is a narcissist, stay away. That's all I can tell you. And anyone that you will speak with, they will tell you stay away from a narcissist. What she shows you, she probably show you she was in love, things like that. She's not. Narcissists only love themselves. They don't know what is love. And the damage they're going to do to you, it's not worth it. You have to love yourself. Worth it. You have to love yourself first, to be honest with you. Don't loving somebody who cannot appreciate the love that you have to offer. You have to love yourself first. Love yourself first. And when you love yourself, it might take time, because this type of people, they're very, very manipulative. They know how to make you believe things. But when you love yourself, you have this self-love, you will know. And you will know something is wrong. Even you have to educate yourself, looking for knowledge, looking for support, looking for help anywhere, you will find it. Because you know there's something that is not okay. Something is not good. You have this intuition. You feel something is not right. and you feel something is not right. And if I were you, I would just run away. I know it's easy for me to say it because I'm out of it. I don't know, in order for me to really say I'm done with that man. So it's been, I had to, it's 2 times that I left. I mean, 2 times that the second time, that's when I really, really said I'm done. So to tell you, it's not the first time that, and he fell for divorce first time, and the second time I said I'm over that. So it wasn't an easy thing. Like I told you, oh, just leave. I know it's not easy, but I'm just telling you, like, what I wish I did before. I wish I have the knowledge that I have now, so I could just run away and remove that person in my life. You know, longer you stay, worse it's going to get, because you're going to be very, you're gonna have this bond with them, and there's nothing good about it. It's just you just talk with that person in your mind, in your brain, in your body, and this person is just negative. Is, you don't want that. I'm talking about it. I have groups. That's how bad it is. Like, bad energy. They don't have nothing positive on them. I don't know if you never date a narcissist person. Sometimes you can never connect emotionally with them. It's probably only the physical, and you probably only have the physical and the sexual one, but mental, emotionally, you always feel like something is not right. It's after you're going to realize that, you're going to realize, wow, something was wrong with that person, you know. I know something was wrong. So I am leaving because it's been Sammy, I don't want to keep saying what is that, what is, because I'm not, to be honest with you, I'm not a professional, and I don't want to give advice things that I don't know. I can just share my experience with you, and that's why I think a lot of times experience make you stronger. It depends how you you deal with it, right? So her life experience can make us successful or can destroy us, you know. So that's why when I was dealing with my abuser and my crazy situation, I had to listen to a lot of women and men who've been to the same situation as me, and how they get over with, how they become better, a better version of themselves. And the way they were able to do that is by learning about it, have knowledge, and also not focusing on it, follow the rules, how to deal with a narcissist, being very straightforward, not wasting their energy. That's why I said to no man not long time ago, if you guys could check Quora, it's, this website is great, because you know what, all the questions that you have, there's people that can help you better than I. They are professionals. um, there are doctors who are dealing with narcissists every day. And they have also narcissistic people who are taking treatment, because some of them, oh, my battery is almost low. My battery is low. 1 second. I have to put my phone in charge. I'm putting back. Sorry, my battery was like 15%. And I have to put it that way now. Oops. I cannot say. Oh, merde. Now. So yeah, what I was saying is, when I was dealing with oh merde. When I was dealing with that person, that's what I did. And Cora, I wish I could type it. I don't know why I cannot type. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your private and your bowl. I wish I could type it, because anyways, I can spell it for you. It's Qura. Quora. So this is a great place to get your knowledge, to share your ID, to ask questions. Like, I'm on it all the time. Sometimes I feel like I'm spending too much time on it, because it's a great place. There are professional, there are people like you and I who've been to the same situation. They are also narcissistic people who acknowledge the problem, and they giving how they destroy others, how they hurt people, they can't even accept themselves, they hate themselves. It's sad. And when you started listening to this type of reading about them, you realize, wow, that is messed up. But there's nothing you can do. You cannot do nothing about it. That's who they are, and you can't change it. All you can do is accept them and move on. Allow them to be in the world, because you can't allow somebody to destroy you. And as anyone who deal with a narcissist, they will tell you, oh my God, I feel like I'm turning crazy. They abuse, the control, the manipulation is too high. Nobody deserves that. The lies, and those people, they very dark spirit. They can do any craziness. They can hurt you. So you have to be careful. The best thing you can do is protect yourself. And they're very good in stalking people. Like, while you think you're speaking, they listen to your conversation. They're very good with computers. They're very good, a lot of things about narcissistic people. And I wish I knew about this type of people way long time ago. And yeah, I wish you the best, both of you, Norman and Sammy. I wish you guys get all the knowledge that you want, all the help that you want. You need all the support, because you need the support. If you don't get it from nobody, you're gonna get it from God and from yourself. You have to support yourself and be able to heal, be able to be vulnerable with yourself. I know men, you always feel like you cannot. You are a human being. You have the right to cry, and if somebody hurts you, you have to, and just allow yourself to be healed. And that's the only way you're gonna be able to feel empowered and empower others who've been to the same situation. Yeah, that's all I had to say. I hope you guys have a wonderful night, because some of you live in the UK and I am in the US. It's a different time. I have to go to sleep, and I live with peace. I will pray for all of you tonight, and I wish you you will break this trauma bond, because it's not real. It's not a positive bond. It's something very negative, and you don't want it. You don't want to be a slave of it. You don't want to be like, I love this person. This person doesn't love you. You can't love that. Let it go. Love yourself. Just love yourself. Protect yourself, and you will find the right one. When the time comes, you will find the right one. This is not the right person. Nobody deserves to be abused, to be controlled, to be cheating on, lies, and manipulate. Nobody deserves that. When somebody doing this type of things to you, they don't love you. They just want to control you. They just want to hurt you. They have that spirit. And knowing what is love, and also knowing what is not love, what is abuse, that's the best you can do for you. And don't bring children into this crazy type of situation. It will be a nightmare. I hope you enjoy my video, ladies and gentlemen. Have a wonderful night, okay? Or even Santos, Boa Noche Princesa. Did I say it right? I guess it's bonjour, princess. Did you say? Who's that? Did you say bon? And yeah, so that's what I had to say. Have a wonderful day. Even you came back too late. I'm sure you can watch the video again. I was talking about narcissist husband and boyfriend or girlfriend or wife. Can be both. And sharing my story a little bit to others. Have a wonderful night, guys. See you soon. God bless. Oh, where I have to leave? Oh my God, I don't know where to leave. That's so funny thing. Lord, where? I never did live on a phone before. Do I just have to close this? Are you sure you want to stop the streaming? Yes.